Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. You get what you pay for with Robert Brown. Today we are looking at some value and some cool flat flashlights. They are all the rage. We have some I have is something new. Bam. So this is relatively new, which is, I'm not the first one to get it, but it is a new Nitecore product and I got it right from the Nitecore store. Let's just move these three excellent items to the side and let's just do a quick unboxing of this. But we're going to go outside tonight and we are going to go into some utility room, dark area spaces in some houses and look around. So let's open this up and I'll show you what it looks like. So this here is one of my favorite knives. This is Microtech Glycon and it is the apocalyptic finish. Bowler M390 blade steel. Fantastic knife. Okay, so let's go into here and pull out the box. Small box, small light, excellent. So here it is. This is what it looks like. 2500 lumens, EDC23. And on the side here, features built-in 1500 mAh, level preset function, lanyard, USB charging cable, and power button, mode button, and there's your charging port, pocket clip, lockout switch, which is so rad. So happy they have a lockout switch now. The EDC27, that was its one fault. And here we go, 2500 max lumens. And then we got max intensity. So we're going to talk about output and intensity too. So people that don't know flashlights and they don't know what they're looking at and all this, I'm going to kind of explain it because I had to look at it and read it a few times to understand it and what it really means. And it helps when you're buying a flashlight to know all that stuff. So here we got, this is CD, that's candelas. So that's 20,720 candelas. So a candela, just to be really quick, is a candle. One candle, one candela. So this is max intensity of this is like 20,720 lit candles. Let's open it up in this little package. That's a lot of candles. Think about it. I hate when they make me rip the package, but there it is. Okay, so just like all Nitecore stuff, this is what you see. You get your fold out manual and then you got your little scan card, and we got the cool new lanyard that came on the EDC29 and your charging cord, and here's the light. All right, look at that, that's awesome. So I'm gonna, there, you see it just showed because I just hit the button. It's in full lockout mode and you just switch that down and there it goes. That's 1100 and that is 15, 65, 200 and 1100. So I'm going to shut it off and I'm going to top off the charge and I'll be back to do some comparisons. All right everybody, we are in a very dark spot. Right now I have the EDC27 in my hand and I'm going to put it on. It's going to start off at 15 lumens. Here we go. Okay, there we go, 15 lumens, and it says at full charge 37 hours and 10 minutes. Okay, and then I'm just going to cycle through the light brightnesses on the EDC27, remember. And this is, that wall back there is probably around almost, well, yeah, about 15 to 20 feet away, that back wall. So the next level on the EDC 27 is 65 lumens. And then the next one up is 200 lumens. And the next one up is 1,000 lumens. Now, this one has 3,000 lumens burst mode, which is the smaller or the flatter button, just like all the other Nitecore products. You just hold that down, goes into burst mode. See that? That is 3,000. You hold it down until it hits a click, and that gives you your strobe at 3,000. So those don't have any run times with them attached to them, but here at this level, at 1,000 lumens, it says 1 hour 33 minutes. And then we'll drop it back down to 15 lumens. Again, here's 65 lumens, and then here's 200 lumens. Now, I believe 200 lumens on this flashlight is the sweet spot. It says right here, lasts 3 hours and 53 minutes. And the little chart to give you, it says 3 hours, 45 minutes. So, you can just believe the flashlight, because that's what it's going to do. So that's an example of the EDC27, and then we are going to break out the big bad EDC29. Here we go. Alright, so EDC29 has a lockout mode, which turn that, and then power it on. That starts off at low mode, which is, I'm going to cycle through them all the way, 15 lumens right there, same as the EDC27, and this goes for 61 hours, it says. Then it's 100 lumens, and that says 13 hours. And then this one's 400 lumens, which to be the sweet spot on this flashlight, which is a solid 3 hours. And then we have 1200 lumens, which will last you 200 hours. Go over to the flat button, and you will have, that's just the 2 LEDs. And then the second to press, there you go, that's everything. So this is 2 LEDs, that's all the LEDs surrounding the two. And that is its burst mode at 6,500 lumens. And it's recharging, it's got a little recharging bar, which I will show you when we have better light. So, cycle back down, that's 15, 100, 400, 1200, 15. Off she goes. Now, here we go. Last but not least, we have the brand new EDC23, which I just unboxed, and I just put a full charge. All of them had a full charge before this little session here in the dark. So let me switch that lock mode off and give it its first press on. And right now is actually in the middle of settings. Here we go, at low at 15 lumens. That's what 15 lumens looks like with this one. This is 65 lumens for this. That's 11 hours. And then we have 200 lumens, which is the sweet spot for this, which is 3 hours and 45 minutes. That's like the EDC27. That is awesome. And then we have 1100 lumens, and that'll last you about an hour and a half. So cycle back down, 15 lumens, 39 hours. 65 lumens, 11 hours. 200 lumens, 3 hours, 45 minutes, sweet spot. 1100 lumens, 1 hour, 30 minutes. And then we have our 2500 lumen burst and 2500 lumen strobe, which is burst 2500 lumens, 2500 lumen strobe, and down to 15 lumens. Again, 15 lumens, 65 lumens, 200 lumens, 1100 lumens, 2500 lumen strobe, 2500 lumen, 2500 lumen solid. And that's it for the dark spot in this segment. All right, how you doing? We're out here at night as promised, and I'm going to start off with the EDC27. And to me, this is the sweet spot. It's a 200 lumen and it lasts for approximately 3 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm going to turn that on, and that right there is 200 lumens. Now I'm going to kick it up a notch here, and I'm going to go up to 1000. So that's 1000, but that'll burn out the light fairly fast. So this is the baby light, that's 15, there's 65, and then we have 200. That is the sweet spot to me. That's the EDC27 sweet spot. Now, if we look at the EDC23, that's EDC23 at the sweet spot. That is 200 lumens, and that lasts about the exact same time as it does as the EDC27, which is that. That's EDC27, EDC23. EDC23 has more of a round spot. EDC27 has more of a flood. Just wanted to show you that quick. Spot at 200 lumens, flood, EDC27. Definitely different, but these are the two sweet spots for the EDC27 and the EDC23. So we're going to turn it on, next level, sorry, that's low, medium, high, and it's 1100 right there, and max 2500 is right, sorry, click to strobe, soft press for full burn, right there, 306 yard throw, and that's full burn at 2500, and then it just shut itself down for saving power and heat dissipation. So let's shut that off, and then we're going to look at one more here, which is the EDC29. Okay, now we're on, and we'll cycle all the way down. So here's low, medium, high, and that is at its, now we're at 1200 lumens right there, and I will go into 3000 right there. Like, see, it's more of a spot, 3000, and then full on 6500. Look at that, that's amazing. Just a little quick background. Nitecore has been around for 17 years. They've been innovating and doing their own thing for a long time. They have won many awards. This won SHOT Show 23, and I'm sure this is going to win some awards, and I know this is going to win some awards. So we were outside and we were in the crawl space. We looked at and talked about the maximum lumens these have. We even talked about like the sweet spot. Now, between these two flashlights, they have a sweet spot of 200 lumens, and they run around 3 hours and 45 minutes. Now look at the size of the battery on this one, and look at the size of the battery, or the whole casing, on that one. So I think that's really, really cool that this little bugger can run that sweet spot of 200 lumens for almost 4 hours. That's really nice. This one has a sweet spot at 400 lumens, and that will run about 3 hours, I believe, 400 lumens. So let's talk about, sorry, I hit my camera. Let's talk about dimensions. So the ED27, I'm just going to put them together here so you can see them on this handy dandy thing for size reference. So I put all the buttons right here at the same line, all these top buttons here. And you can see, let's get this out of the way. You can see that these two here are pretty close. So in reality, the EDC27 is 5.34 inches by 1.24 by 0.56. So it's the thinnest out of the three. Definitely the thinnest. The EDC29 comes in at 5.26, slightly shorter than the EDC27. And then its width here is 1.36, so we're a little wider than the EDC27. And then the thickness of it is 0.89. So that is the thickest of the three. No, actually, sorry to say, stand corrected. This one here is the same thickness, 0.89. At the thickest part right here, 0.89, and this one, 0.89. Kind of find that hard to believe, but nope. When you stack them on top of each other, there you go, stacked. One disappears behind the other. Yep, and then the clips line up. Okay, so finish up on the size of this one. So 0.89 on the thickness. And then over here, we have this little one is 4.05 inches long, and it is 1.30 inches thick. I'm pinching it, 3.0. And like I said before, it is 0.89, the same thickness as the EDC29. The weights of them actually, I have this in my hand, this is 3.56 ounces. The EDC29 is a 5.64 ounces. That's kind of beefy. This one here is 4.37. So under or just over 4 ounces. Now, I honestly had this in a vest pocket all last winter and loved it and used it every night, every evening when it got dark, walking the dogs, all that. It was awesome. Then the EDC25 came out with the LEDs on it, which I didn't really care for because I really like these screens here. So I skipped over that one. And then I was going to pull the trigger on the EDC27, the UHI, and I almost bought it. But then this company is so fast, they launched this. So I went with this one. And as soon as I got this one, I saw this one. I needed it. So I had to buy this one too. And as far as milliamp goes, this is 1500 milliamps on that one. The EDC27 is 1700. And this one is 2500. So that is in terms of longevity at full power over an hour. So that's that. We can talk about beam distance. We talked about that outside, but we'll go over it here. The EDC27 comes in at 240 yards. Now, that's probably because of the reflectors and the older style LEDs in here. These both have the newer LEDs in them. This one has the lumen shield in there, and this one you can see high-tech has the two LEDs surrounded by the smaller 8 on either side. So when you turn this on right here with your 2 buttons that are set up out of the box, which is 300 lumens, I'll turn it on for you, 300 lumens and then whoa, and then that's the 6500 lumens. So soft touch, and then click, and then you can see it. There you go. Okay, so I felt the heat right away on that, so I'm so happy that they have those switches on them now. The EDC23 also has the switch, and the EDC27, you know, this is a great product. It won lots of awards, so I'm not gonna diss the background buttons back here, but yes, they are a little soft and a little vague between the settings, and the turbo, which is on this one 3000 lumen strobe, 3000 lumen on, so we got 3000 on and 3000 strobe. So that's that. And then this one, to lock it out, everybody's like, oh, that's so hard. It's not so hard. You just go click, click, watch, locked. That's it. That's lock number one, and that's all you really need, because then it can't go on in your pocket. See, it's locked. See that? So to turn the lock off, all you do is just click twice, and then the lock goes off. That's it. Done. Done deal. Not so hard. Anyway, love this light. Love this light. Love this light. Nitecore, I appreciate you. And I love your innovations, and I love the shape and quality of all three of these bad boys. And I hope that you see some videos like mine, and I don't know if I'm going to be the first one, but these displays, fancy displays, need to have a nit light like the Apple Watch. At night, this turns all red, and it is down to 1 nit, I believe, and 1 nit is relative to screen brightness. So it'd be really cool to put two different levels of maybe screen lighting in here, where you could just hit a little button over here or a little switch over here or something that you can get the screen to light up, and you can actually navigate like to the bathroom without even turning the flashlight completely on, just using the display. And actually that's what I did last night. I walked to the bathroom, and sorry, not on full lock. I walked to the bathroom and I just did that, and it went off, and I just did that, and it went off, and I just did that, and it went off. So I used that light, and I navigated in the dark without waking up my wife, because this one on the low settings is 15 lumens. Oh, I bumped the camera again, sorry. So we went over all the lumens on them and the sweet spots when we were outside and we were in the utility room. So I'm not going to bore you with all that technical stuff, but I will put it down here as I'm talking about these. I'll actually have it listed right here, so you can reference that as I'm talking and going blah blah blah. Well, I'm hoping I'm not boring you. I'm going to conclude this video and say that I love the size. I was wearing PJs last night and I dropped this right in my pocket, and it didn't pull down my PJs. It was perfect. Went outside, took the dogs out. It was awesome. This new one is at the 5.64 ounces, is a little bulky to be pocketed, but I really love it and I appreciate it. This one here, still nice and slim and pocketable, and these two both share the sweet spot and the longevity at the 200 lumens, 3 hours and 45 minutes. I think that I'll be using this one more, because that 200 lumen sweet spot at 3 hours and 45 minutes is kick-ass. But what I wanted to say too is, see, this knife falls right in at my perfect EDC knife length. Look at that. It's 4 inches. It's like the perfect EDC knife length. That's one of my favorite knives there. It's on a lower end knife. And then here's the Kershaw Bel Air. Look, it's almost the exact same length. It's a really good, like I said, it's a really good size, 4 inches. I love it. All right, guys, like and subscribe again. I'm not begging for it, but it really does help. The likes help getting my videos out there. One day I'll get monetized, and then I'll actually get some financial help in buying all this stuff, because I pay for all this stuff myself. If Nitecore likes, likes me, and they want me to be an affiliate, I would love to be an affiliate. I actually applied. It just says pending. All right, guys. Enough of that blah, blah, blah. Happy Wednesday, hump day. Take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. It's beautiful out there.